Cristiano Ronaldo is 41 years old. Most footballers are long retired by that age. Their boots are hanging on a wall somewhere. Their careers are remembered through highlights and old photographs. But Ronaldo? He's still here, still leading Portugal, still scoring goals, still carrying the expectations of an entire nation. And heading into this World Cup, almost everyone had already made up their minds. The story was simple. Ronaldo was too old. Portugal wasn't good enough. The new generation would take over. But football has a funny way of making people look foolish when they think they already know the ending. Because legends don't follow normal rules. And maybe, just maybe, Cristiano Ronaldo has one more chapter. Back in 2003, a skinny teenager walked onto the pitch at Old Trafford for the first time. His name was Cristiano Ronaldo. Most people didn't know much about him, but Sir Alex Ferguson saw something special. He saw talent. He saw confidence. He saw greatness. Over the next 2 decades, Ronaldo became one of the greatest footballers the sport has ever seen. 5 Ballon d'Or awards, multiple Champions Leagues, league titles across Europe, more than 900 career goals. And now, in 2026, he stands at the biggest tournament in football once again. Not as a rising superstar, but as a living legend. The question has changed. It's no longer, can Ronaldo become great? It's, can Ronaldo do it one last time? Portugal's World Cup campaign didn't begin the way fans hoped. Against DR Congo, Portugal controlled possession and dominated the ball. They completed hundreds of passes. But something was missing. The attack looked slow, the finishing wasn't sharp, and Ronaldo barely influenced the game. The criticism arrived immediately. People said he was finished. People said Portugal depended too much on him. People questioned whether he should even be starting, and honestly, some of those concerns were understandable. At 41 years old, every poor performance creates headlines. Every missed chance becomes evidence that time has finally caught up. But football tournaments aren't won after one game. And great players have spent their entire careers proving people wrong. Then came the match against Uzbekistan, and suddenly, everything looked different. Ronaldo was involved from the start. He was sharper, more aggressive, more dangerous. He finished the game with 7 shots and constantly threatened the opposition defense. Most importantly, he scored. A historic goal. A goal that reminded everyone why he's still here. A goal that placed him among the oldest scorers in World Cup history. But it wasn't just the goal. It was the energy, the movement, the hunger. For a moment, the years disappeared, and the Ronaldo that football fans have watched for more than 20 years appeared once again. The message was clear. Don't write me off yet. Here's the thing many people forget. Portugal isn't just Cristiano Ronaldo anymore. This is one of the most talented squads they've ever had. You've got Bruno Fernandes pulling the strings in midfield, Bernardo Silva creating chances, Ruben Dias organizing the defense, Vitinha controlling possession, João Neves bringing youthful energy, and Nuno Mendes providing pace and attacking threat from the left side. This team has quality everywhere. In fact, one of the most important moments against Uzbekistan didn't even involve Ronaldo scoring. A free kick was awarded. The defense focused entirely on Ronaldo.
every eye was on him. And while everyone watched Cristiano, Nuno Mendes found space and punished the opposition. That's what makes Portugal dangerous. You can stop one player, but can you stop all of them?
Now let's be realistic. Portugal still has problems. Against DR Congo, they dominated possession, but struggled to create clear chances. Having the ball means nothing if you don't convert opportunities. Even during the impressive win over Uzbekistan, there were moments where Portugal looked vulnerable. The scoreline looked comfortable. The performance wasn't perfect, and that's important because the deeper you go into a World Cup, the margins become smaller. One mistake, one missed chance, one moment of brilliance from an opponent. That's all it takes. Portugal has quality, but they still need consistency.
And then there's the matchup everyone is talking about. Argentina, a potential quarterfinal showdown. Ronaldo versus Messi. One final battle between two players who defined an entire generation of football. For nearly 20 years, football fans have debated one question. Who is the greatest, Ronaldo or Messi? But at this stage of their careers, something has changed. The rivalry doesn't matter as much anymore. Winning does. When Ronaldo was asked about the possibility of facing Argentina, his answer was simple. The most important thing is to win. Not the headlines, not the comparisons, not the legacy debates. Just victory. Because opportunities like this don't come around forever.
So, can Portugal win? Let's be honest. Winning a World Cup is incredibly difficult. Portugal would still need to survive several knockout rounds. They would likely have to beat elite teams, and they might have to defeat Argentina along the way. That's a brutal path. The odds are not in their favor. Most experts don't see Portugal as the #1 contender, and statistically, they probably shouldn't. But football isn't played on spreadsheets. It's played on grass. It's played by players. And sometimes, the most dangerous team is the one that everyone has already counted out. Cristiano Ronaldo has spent his entire career hearing people say he can't do something. And somehow, he keeps finding a way. Maybe this World Cup ends in disappointment. Maybe Portugal falls short. Or maybe we're witnessing the final chapter of one of the greatest careers sports has ever seen. A chapter that ends with the trophy every footballer dreams about, the World Cup. And if there's one thing football history has taught us, never bet against Cristiano Ronaldo too early. Because until the final whistle blows, the story isn't over.